This actually, I don't know why I didn't do this from the start. Did this work? Yes, this worked. This definitely worked. On Did it work on YouTube though? Yes, it did. All right. YouTube has the bigger delay, but now I gotta copy link, go to Discord, stream, paste, send. All right. I've never really done this game with mouse and keyboard. All right. So I really.
What sort of color is this? Rotten onion skin?
Oh, hey Wander, I didn't even see your message. I fixed a lot of the delay, by the way, if you haven't noticed.
Burn it down!
Oh, I do that.
Not a common
I am. Yeah, okay, yeah, nothing's happening on my Twitch side. There still is delay problems, though, at least on my end.
Light it up!
Oh wait, no, nothing bad I meant. But, okay. Wander. Do you think I should go for this talent right here? Like start working on that, or do you think I should start upgrading my Farina's talents? Because them are lacking compared to the rest of my higher people. Ooh, these talents should. Oh, and I can easily get. I don't want to use those. Because I mainly use Mavuika, but I do use her for the heals.
We'd have to close the blacksmiths to treat the air, but if it gets shut down, I'll have nothing to write about for my thesis. This is so
Who
frustrating.
did I read? You! I read.
I hope the children are doing well.
I see everything.
We'd have to close the blacksmiths to treat the air, but if it gets shut down, I'll have nothing to write about for my thesis. This is so frustrating.
Um. Anyways, it's either I do this dungeon right here, um, Wanderer. Either do this dungeon for, I would need either these, right? Or, or I could be working on these. What do you think? There hasn't been anyone on my Twitch side, has there? I haven't saw any single message. Says I'm a viewer, so I don't think so.
Interested in joining the Light Novel Society?
Actually, I'll be right back.
Interested in joining the Light Novel Society? This new shipment arrived. They're also ridiculously overdesigned.
If you're not sure what to do next, how about I take you on a walk?
This new shipment of items, they're all so ridiculously overdesigned. I need some of these now.
I am almost done. I just need to see the live chat.
Interested in joining the Light Novel Society?
Whatever. That should be good enough. Wait, no, I don't think that'll work. Where's my phone? I'll just have
Something
that
on your
watch my
mind again?
Twitch chat.
Let's work through it
There it is.
together. Two heads are better than one.
Interested in joining the Light Novel Society? This new shipment of items, they're all so ridiculously overdesigned. I need some of these now.
There we go. I am now fully moderating both sides.
Interested in joining the Light Novel Society?
That. Oh wait, I never did.
How about I take you on a walk?
All right. Just so you know, in case you didn't notice already, Gerald, I already made you a moderator. I did that yesterday. I said I made you a moderator yesterday in my chat for Twitch. Oh,
Full throttle!
please still be on the mic. Please still be on the mic. Damn it.
Bring it!
Jean!
Hello, you two. I'm glad you got my letter. Duran's awake and waiting on the bench over there. I'm here if you need help.
Don't worry about us. We'll be fine.
Oh, hey, you two. I just remembered what happened right before I passed out. Thanks for holding me back. I shudder to think what might have happened if you hadn't. I'm fine now. It's just... a lot of people...
Don't worry. We'll figure out a way to fix it.
It felt... after I realized no one recognized me anymore, I suddenly felt like I'd completely lost contact with my body. Abyssal power lies sealed within this body I inhabit. So when I lost my connection to it, I lost control of that power too. It wasn't until I heard everyone calling my name that I was able to reconnect with my body.
You lost contact with your body? Does that mean...
I don't think the problem lies in Albedo's
Huh. But then, why are people forgetting you? That means we need Alice for sure. But it's been ages and... Now would be a real...
How could the story's budding branches even hope to reach beyond? Leaving the castle, the witch went off in search of the tallest, grandest tree in the whole world. High up in the canopy of that tree, she sought a resting place. Go to that place.
Huh? Was that another clue?
leaving the cat. It just occurred to me. If this story is all about my own experiences, then wouldn't what happened after I left Simulanka be part?
But how could she possibly know exactly what would happen? And even if she did, yeah. Since we can't reach Alice right now, we'll just have... But first, we gotta figure out...
The tallest, grandest tree in the whole wide world. Huh. The only place that ever gave me that feeling was the one I ended up in right after leaving. They had great coffee there, too. And so many books you'd never run out. Think about it. Our search in Mondstadt began in a library, right? Well, Sumeru City's got one of those, too. And it's absolutely...
Huh. That does kind of make sense. All right. Let's just give Jean and the others a...
Well, it sounds like you've got a plan, so all I ask is that you stay safe. Albedo won't be back for some time, and until he is, we can't know for sure how dangerous Durin might be in his...
I'm so sorry.
Believe me, I'm not blaming you.
Worried?
Come with me. I want... As soon as they heard you were awake, they all...
You...
A little birdie told me you're working on finishing a storybook. So, maybe all those people losing their memories is just a plot twist.
Let's
waiting
put on
to be
that play.
resolved.
Miss Lisa, you always seem to know how to put my mind at ease. Please, everyone, don't worry about me. When I get back, I'll find a way to complete my mother's story, and the one we started, too.
I need to get out my keyboard.
Try and stop me! Full throttle!
Oh, Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham. I've sent this period's research expenses report to your office. Have you taken a look? Are there any issues with it?
I did. Recent research expenses have decreased quite a bit compared to past figures.
Yes, though that is primarily because there are fewer scholars with research needs. But that can be a rather convoluted topic. Might I ask why you are here today?
I believe you know this individual. His name is Ilias. He worked part-time here, and he's here for his paycheck.
Oh, yes, of course. Though, Ilias, where have you been these past few days? That was our busy period, but then you disappeared without a word. Everyone had to pick up the slack.
I'm sorry. Something unexpected came up. But I know I've caused trouble for everyone. Is there anything I can do to make up for it?
The other researchers have more or less finished your share of the work. However, there is one thing that is yet to be settled. Do you remember Chandra? You were in charge of following up on his off-site research application. He retracted his application a few days ago and canceled his off-site project. He's the 12th person to retract a research application this month. I'd like you to ask him why he did that. Chandra is probably having coffee at this hour, so you can find him at the cafe.
Understood. Then, about my paycheck.
I'll pay you in full once you return. However, make sure you don't disappear without saying anything again. Be considerate to your colleagues and give them some forewarning at least. Is this acceptable, Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham?
I have no objections.
Elias? Long time no see. What can I do for you?
I heard that you canceled your research project, so I'm just here to ask you why.
Oh, that. It's really nothing I'm not the only one who canceled, right? I mean, people have had no motivation to conduct research lately, haven't they?
No motivation to conduct research?
Yeah. Say, who might you be? You look sort of familiar.
Oh, don't mind me.
Well, with the downfall of the Sages not long ago, many of the projects that they led were put on hold while they were being investigated. With the situation being so volatile, people are picking up random things to do to kill time. No one wants to risk starting any new research until it's clear how things will pan out in the future.
When you say how things will pan out, you actually mean what the new sages would have interest in, right?
Wow, talk about blunt. But that isn't the only reason for the lack of...
So what are the other reasons?
Well, because the Akasha terminal shut down. I'm sure you're all aware that we require all kinds of knowledge to perform any of the research we do. Back then, the Akasha would respond to any of our requests for the knowledge we needed. It was beyond convenient. We didn't have to spend an extended amount of time studying, so we were able to immediately run various tests and experiments.
I see.
You get it, right? After having had a taste of something so amazing, who can be bothered to manually sift through data and files ever again? There are only a handful of people at the academia who are starting new projects or performing research. Most people are like me, waiting for a recognized researcher to start a project before immediately applying to join. Although our names will be further down in the paper, we'll have a much easier time. We don't have to do most of the mental heavy lifting. All we have to do is focus on our assigned tasks.
Ilias? What's wrong?
My head. It hurts. I remember now. I remember what Siraj said to me as he approached. You will become Siraj number 36. Fuse yourself with a consciousness under my control. Think only in accordance with a set module, like a worker bee in a beehive.
Paimon doesn't get it. What does that even mean?
It's what Siraj was researching and the topic of the thesis he had submitted. Collective consciousness and the path of evolution. Siraj believed that by achieving 3 objectives, he could create a collective consciousness in human society and drive humans toward their... First, he would rank test subjects in descending order of ability, with number...
This overmind would then divide tasks into numerous modules and delegate them to the collective's members, based on their assigned number. Lastly, this system must support the rapid exchange of information within the collective, or even better...
Paimon still doesn't get...
Think of it as linking many minds together and tailoring a given mind's assigned work based on its compatibility. Eventually, everyone's minds will be consolidated into a new form of existence that is both an individual and an organization. Siraj believes this collective consciousness is superior to individual humans.
Whoa. Squishing a whole bunch of people together? Paimon thinks that's a...
It's just as Al-Haytham said. Siraj gave all the test subjects different numbers. Bigger numbers meant you had a lower rank, so your assigned tasks were less complex, such as being responsible for everyone's basic needs. Smaller numbers were ranked higher, so you'd be given more complex assignments like planning for the future. Siraj referred to me as number 36. I also recall that Siraj said his plan was proceeding very quickly, and that the
Oh no, then we gotta hurry.
I tried my best, but that's all I can remember. I still...
Take your time. You'll eventually remember it all.
What's off?
You were only designated as number 36? What a shame. From what I can see, your talents merit a smaller number.
I'm not sure what Siraj's numbering system is based on. Anyway, we're done here.
Please, wait. I heard you all talking about Siraj just now.
Huh?
Well, Siraj is pretty popular as of late. I heard he's gained recognition from a lot of well-known researchers. Supposedly, he's a strong contender for being one of the next sages. There are many who would give up everything to be a part of his research team. I'm nothing special, though, so that said, I do know a researcher who received an invitation from Siraj but declined it. Her name is John. If you're interested, you can try to find her. She's usually reading at the pavilion in the garden.
Are you Janaki? We'd like to ask you...
Ilias?
Do you know me?
Are you playing?
No, I'm not. I actually have amnesia, so I've lost a lot of...
And? Are you trying to say that I should forget, or are you using the acting grand sage as backup to settle things with me? The 2 biggest loners teaming up.
That's enough. There seems to be a dispute. I heard that Siraj once invited you to.
So, what if it is? Siraj did extend an invitation to me, and I was also interested. I think it was about collective consciousness or something. Anyway, he said that I could be number 45. I refused because I thought that rank was too. No one wants to be placed at the bottom.
Ilias is number 36, and Janaki was supposed to be number 45. Ugh, just how many people did...
Tell me, did Siraj tell you how he assigned number?
Yeah. Remember how the sages took advantage of the Akasha and extracted Yana energy? They left a document that records the amount of Yana energy that the Akasha had extracted from each. I don't know how Siraj got his hands on that document, but he used it as the basis for his numbering.
I see. He believes that this data can be used to evaluate a person's compute. Putting aside the validity of the data, it is meaningless to judge individuals based solely on their jnana energy. At most, jnana energy can only be seen as representing a portion of a person's abilities. Humans are complicated beings, so it is impossible to evaluate them using a single criterion.
See? I knew I couldn't have only been ranked as 45.
What else do you know about Siraj?
That's it. He came to me, I refused, and is there anything else you needed? If not, I'm out of here.
Please, wait, I still want to know what
You really
I swear.
Paimon can vouch for him. The mantra also said that he truly loved...
I see. You know, I get angry just thinking about it, so I really don't have the patience to fill you in. All you need to know is that you got a lot of people in trouble back then, and that's all I have to say.
And she's gone. She doesn't...
I really don't. But after she said that, I guess...
Do you want to remember?
Huh?
Even though you're a witness against Siraj in this case, no one can force you to remember if you don't want to. Even if you manage to remember, all you would need to do is feign ignorance and tell us that you tried the best you could, but to no avail.
I'm not sure what to do. Like I said before, for some reason I felt a sense of freedom when I realized I had lost, but I feel like I shouldn't be allowed to go free so easily. I still want...
I can look up your file. Something that caused trouble for a lot of people in the past must be on file. Would you like me to look in?
Yes.
All right. Then let's return to the House of Dana. We've...
Rev the engine!
Let's split up for now. Ilias, you go and get your paycheck. The rest of you, come to the archives with me. We'll meet back here later and...
Okay. Thank you all.
Relax, Ilias. Being nervous accomplishes nothing.
That's true. I'll also try my best to
I'm holding you to that.
exploration and trials. Adventuring is right up my alley. Rev the engines!
Maybe I'll borrow something to read. Maybe I'll borrow something to read.
Okay. The important files from the last few years should all be here.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Anyway, I found Ilyas's file. Let's meet downstairs.
What?
This file indicates that you were once commended by the Academia for your courage and sense of justice. You were considered...
Huh?
Yes. Your instructor was engaging in academic fraud, and you were the one who reported it. Your report was found to be true after a series of investigations, and your instructor was brought to justice by them. This incident caused quite the commotion, and the Academia sent you a comment. What is it? Or any...
No, it's just... my head feels like, did I seriously do that?
Let's put this matter aside for now. It isn't directly related to Siraj, so there's no need to push...
I'm sorry. That should have been something good to hear, but my body is instinctively rejecting it. I feel like I'll black out if I try to remember.
Take it slow. Recovering memories is no easy task, especially when it involves memories that you don't want to remember. Just do what you think is right.
Thank you. I'm not sure how you're so calm and composed all the time, but it does make me feel more confident about the situation I'm in.
Let's head to Gandharvaville and deliver Ilyas's paycheck to his...
Bring it!
Whew. After the library hunt in Mondstadt, it's not as if Paimon...
Where do we even...
Even the clue this time seemed kind of cryptic. Yeah. Guess the best we can do is stay on the lookout for more weird things going on. Huh?
Sorry, what was that?
I'm here to return Volume 5.
According to the catalog, Volume 5 of this series is not available for loan. I can't accept the return of a book that was never
Let me put it this way. My copy is complete. Yours, on the other hand, is missing large...
Sir, you have to understand. Managing a library...
Hey! Look what the Wandering Tom dragged in!
Oh, it's you.
And, what is it you're doing here?
I'm a traveling scholar, as you know. Isn't a library the most natural...
Well, the last time we saw you was all the way in Notcry. Paimon just didn't expect to suddenly see you in Sumeru.
There were some things I needed to come back and take care of. Some documents had gone missing, so I tracked them down, restored them to their original condition. And considering what I'm planning to do next, It feels like a weight off. What's going on with you, huh? You look like a kicked puppy.
Hat guy. Ah, at least you have.
What's that supposed to? So it's been getting worse.
Sounds like you know something we don't.
After he left Simulanka, he spent some time traveling Sumera with me. I was working on several texts at the time, and I stumbled upon something strange. Anytime Durin of Simulanka was mentioned, before long, the record would disappear. Which means, all the remaining records on Durin are about the evil dragon that fell on Dragonspine.
How did you even discover that?
If I remember correctly, Hat Guy loved the time he spent in Simulanka so much that he started writing a travel log.
That's besides the point. The fact is, you're not affected by the ley lines of this world. I'm sure you can grasp the implications of what that means. His case is different from mine. It's more like the world itself refuses to accept his existence. It started with a few written records, but now, it sounds like it's spread to people who never met him, or didn't know him well. At this rate, the whole world might forget him altogether.
The whole world? But that includes all my friends in Mondstadt, and even Hat Guy, too. So that's what you've been worried about all this time? Why didn't you just tell me?
There are more important questions right now, like figuring out how to fix this. That mage clearly cared a lot about her child. She left that book.
You think that didn't occur to us already? Problem is, we need to find the memory that
I just want to know what secrets this book is hiding. Besides, I've run into a bit of red tape.
Of course.
So, the memory we've been looking for was about you all along?
The little dragon became companions with a stray cat with dark blue fur. It was a friendship born of all they had in common. He left his castle at the stray's invitation, setting out to explore the world beyond its walls. There, he grew fond of the outside world, eager to make friends and share the story of his life. Taken by the dragon's story, the stray tried to write it down. But he soon realized that no matter how he tried, it would always warp into the evil dragon's tale.
So, is this the world where this chapter takes place?
This one must be about what happened to me when I first arrived. No wonder the memory that unlocked it was about Hat Guy. Most of my memories...
Hold on. Anyone want to explain how I ended up looking like this?
Maybe you've become a character in the story, too.
You see me as a stray cat?
A wandering Tom, to be exact. You should count yourself lucky. Of all Durin's friends, your character is by far the most memorable.
Maybe it's because I've known Hat Guy for longer, so my impression of him is...
Vivid? Then how come you haven't changed one bit?
Guess that means the impression the traveler left was so vivid, it didn't need changing.
Hello, everyone! Ready for today?
It's the storybook, Durin!
Oh. So you're not playing your... Does that mean the two of you have even more memorable roles to play?
Where are we going today, kitty cat?
Whatever.
Okie dokie! Can we chat along the way?
If you have something to say...
Was that seriously how the two of you communicated when you first...
Yep.
Anyway, how do we get ourselves...
Usually, the narrator gives hints to help us figure out what to do.
The story's vines had woven themselves together into a giant tree, the boughs of which a little storyless dragon now paced. Homeless among its leaves, he had to find a way to leave this place and set off in search of a home of his own. If he stayed, the world would erase him.
To leave this place?
The little dragon felt completely lost. Just like the vines, the road ahead branched off into... But as luck would have it, a prophetess waited up ahead. Perhaps she might know where each path...
You must be the little lost...
It's true. My friend...
This meeting was no accident. The prophetess was in fact the seer witch, here to present her
The seer witch? Oh yeah! That's Mona's teacher, right? The old hag?
Insolent child. I am the seer witch, your prophetess.
Sorry?
Now, little lost dragon, I have come to bestow the gift I once promised.
A prophecy?
Hear me now, for my prophecy is this. One day, the dragon from beyond the castle shall be reborn, and none may avert its coming.
The wind took the prophecy and swept it off into the distance. And so, the little dragon was shown a path to wander.
As far as I remember, once that alchemist from Mondstadt learned about the prophecy, he chose to stand with you against the evil dragon. So, what does any of this have to do with you being forgotten?
Oh, why?
As enigmatic as she was elegant, the seer witch spoke no more, for her thoughts had long since returned to the starry firmament.
Just when we actually needed her.
The seer witch was my mother's friend, so the prophecy she just gave should turn out to be helpful.
Well, it's not like we've got better options. But, if all we need to do is leave...
Why don't we take a look around?
Looks like there's another path over here.
The secrets he sought led the stray to discover another path forward, though it was overgrown with bristling thorns. Looking back the way he had come, the little dragon saw a gentle glow, a warm light that reminded him of somewhere familiar. The castle his mother had built for him still stood tall as ever, and in the paradise behind its walls lingered many joys of the past. Its gates were always open for him, a haven where no tales of wicked dragons were told. The wind kept blowing, but the little dragon had not yet resolved to follow it. Before him lay a foggy path, and where it might lead he could not tell. It seemed to lead away from this place, but each time he tried to follow it, the branches of the tale sent him back to the start.
So the author managed to work this book into the story too. I'll hand it to her.
What's going on?
When I first realized you were being forgotten by the world, I thought it might be, in which case, the only hope of a cure would be to cut.
What makes you think?
Once upon a time, the stray tore apart his own story and was forgotten by the world beyond the castle. He believed the story had cursed him, and that his misfortune had rubbed
the story's curse.
It was just a suspicion before. But now I think...
Wait, what do you mean?
One of the story's branches is a path I can't take. If you follow it out of here, I won't be part of your story any. Considering what the strange magic in this book is capable of, making that choice could cut our connect as long as there's a chance it might. He's not like me. He deserves for the world to remember him.
Well, maybe Hat Guy has his reasons for thinking that.
The wind kept blowing, but the little dragon had not yet resolved to follow it. Before him lay a foggy path, and where it might lead he could not tell.
If we go this way, we'll be heading back to Mondstadt, just like we've out of all the options so far. This seems like the safest, right? At least we know what happens.
He helped stop the evil dragon from returning, gets a new body, who all just forget about him.
But you didn't.
I'm just saying, choosing this path wouldn't solve the main problem. I'm not against choosing this path. I just wonder what secrets it...
Let me think about it. I still think you should keep going, little dragon. If you leave the castle, you can accomplish something amazing and make a bunch of friends along the way.
Really? Then let's go!
Unable to preserve his story, the little dragon wandered astray. Fortunately for him, a certain prophetess had left behind a prophecy to guide him. The wind took the prophecy and swept it off into the distance, and so the little dragon was shown a path to wander. Following the wind's guidance, the little dragon made his escape. In turn, the prophetess affirmed the little dragon's choice, leaving an extra secret as her parting gift.
Now that you've made up your mind, I shall keep my promise by explaining Fate's little trick. Long, long ago, the gods of the high heavens gave the world outside the castle a magic of its own. They called it storytelling. It was a magic of almost unshakable power that governed how people met, grew close, and understood one another. Each person had a story meant for them and them alone, one whose ending was written in the heavens long ago. In truth, your story and the evil dragons are simply two versions of the same tale, and that is something the magic of storytelling cannot abide. Beyond the castle's walls, your story cannot take root, for the evil dragon's tale has done so already.
So,
Huh. You still don't get it? Simulanka Durin and Tevat Durin share a special kind of connection. Their fates are mirror images of one another. While they were in two separate worlds, there may have been some mutual influence, but their fates were independent. But when Simulanka Durin came to Tevat, a version of his fate already existed there. So, how can two fates exist at the same time? The answer is, they can't. The rules of this world don't allow it. You can't return a book you never checked out in the first place.
So, what's Durin supposed to do?
Those mages seem to have come up with quite the ingenious solution. I'm here to make a return.
As I said, there's no record of Volume 5.
Then just think of this as Volume 6. Based on what I know, the author was
The catalog does have a slot reserved for Volume...
Sure, let's go with that. All you need to know is, I'll be the one right...
You...
What are you up to this time?
Remember the red tape I mentioned before? Well, I just took care of it. It should be pretty obvious by now. He has the answers.
Well, we do have a whole bunch of things to confirm with Albedo, that's for...
I'll join you. Just let me know when it's time to go.
Hat guy?
Don't sound so surprised. I'm part of this story too, aren't I? I'm just... plain...
Well, yeah. But it's not that. I just feel like you want to help, but something's
When I first realized you were being forgotten by the world, I thought it might be because you spent...
Why would you think that?
It doesn't matter now. Judging from the answer this book has given us, I was just as well. With the ley lines rejecting him like this, the people who still remember him are his only remaining connections. If that last fragile tie was broken, who can say what devastation his unbound body might unleash? And to think I'm one of the people keeping you here, instrumental in helping change your fate.
Well, if it's good enough for Hat Guy, it's good...
Excuse me?
With some people, even if you try asking a simple question, they'll always give you a complicated answer. With some people, even if you try... Well, if it's good enough for Hat Guy, it's good enough for me. After all, He is about as odd as humans get.
Whatever. All I needed was a yes or no, so we can quit it with all. I'm sticking around for the next few days. So, when it's time to go, you know.
Try and stop me! Instead of confining themselves to the heavens, God should broaden their horizons in the world below. Exploration and trials. Adventuring is right up my alley.
This realm is truly beginning to... If you ever
Many insects have a compulsion to follow. Exploration and trials. Adventuring is right up